What is up, YouTube? And welcome to the King's Climb channel. So this is the first video. It's a channel that's going to be rather informal. It's not going to be polished like other YouTube videos. This channel is going to be an honest and open review and documentation of my sim racing journey. I bought a Moza R5 bundle about 8 months ago, somewhere around there. I've played a couple games like Assetto Corsa Competizione, Assetto Corsa Evo, and recently I just felt like I wanted to do a little bit more than uh, just doing fast lap times and trolling around the Touristenfahrten on Evo. And so, so this is going to be a journey of moving up the ranks from novice and hopefully one day becoming pretty good at sim racing and racing in general. So this channel is just a documentation of that journey for myself, but hopefully it's useful to you as well. Um, I think there's not many YouTube channels out there that really have documented from the near start of the journey, and so you see the highlights, you see the end result of these people who are so good at racing. But this channel is going to be the documentation from the very start of a ranking journey. And I say ranking because I have played sim before, and this is not the first race that I'm ever doing. However, my journey has been rather simple, uh, starting with lap times, just trying to increase and better my lap times, and then moving into a space where I'm going to take part in races. This is totally new. It's a different ball game. You can sit in single player and just attack a track time and time again and try and improve your times. And that's how it starts. And then you sort of are promoted into a race setting where now you have other cars to contend with. And so that's really where we're starting from. I'm going to be, like I said at the start, this is an informal sort of YouTube channel. It's not going to be polished. You're not going to see just the highlight clips. This is going to be the raw, honest journey, the frustrations that come along with it, the crashes, and we're going to go through it. And this is just a documentation of that process. What makes this channel, I think, interesting going forward is I come from a data background. That's my job, is data analytics, AI, and automation. So I'm really going to be taking a deep dive and technical analysis for this journey and see how we can use data to actually fast track um, the the improvements and enhancements in our skill. So how can we get as skilled as possible in the shortest amount of time? That's really the goal, and we're going to use data for that. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a different perspective um, compared to other YouTube channels. So this is going to be a unique perspective, really deep diving into the data. So with all of that said, what we are going to do is, first and foremost, I'm going to reduce my size here. And let's, come on, video capture. These are the types of things that we got to get used to. All right, cool. So I have Steam open, and I'm just going to showcase how many hours I've played each game, just so that you've got a sense of sort of where I'm at. So Assetto Corsa, 50 hours. Competizione, can't even pronounce it, 147. So spent quite a bit of time in there. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I quite enjoy the GT3 racing, and it came as a bundle on Steam, so I got a massive discount at some point. And then Assetto Corsa Evo, 72 hours. Actually, that's more than I thought it would be. So I've spent a reasonable amount playing these games. Over the last year and a half, that is a total of 70 plus 50, that's 120, 270. Call it 270 hours over a year and a half. So you can tell I haven't been consistent, or this isn't 8 hours a day of practicing and then going into this YouTube channel already polished. And that's why I say we kind of journeying this thing together. Okay, cool. So that's Steam, just to showcase the specs that I'm running on my laptop. i7, this i7, 32 gigs of RAM, RTX 4060. So it's pretty good. It's not like crazy specs. And then for my sim, I've got a Moza R5 bundle. It's the pedals, the wheelbase and the wheel mounted onto a desk. I've got this basic, chair, and this is where we're starting. And I got some gloves as well, just because my hands get pretty sweaty on longer sessions. So that is where we're starting from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record here and get Evo front and center. Let's go back here. Cool. And I think as a starting point, what we're going to do is jump into single player, and let's do one lap of Tourism Farten, just so that we have a benchmark. I just want to show you guys a benchmark of currently where I'm at. Okay, so the game seems to be glitching and crashing. So let's see, hopefully it works this time. Alrighty, I think we're in the money. Okay, cool. So this is really just a benchmark lap, so that you can kind of see where I sit in terms of skill. Probably not very good, but nonetheless. Okay, so we are finally in the game, and like I said, this is really benchmark and showcase the starting point. So